Hey, Tim.
What's happening, Ray?
How you doing, man? Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend, man.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, good.
Having a good time. I hope you had a good time, maxing and relaxing this weekend.
That's right. It's good. Got to have weekends off, man. It's like,
I think we're going to get back to it where we tell everybody what they're trying to buy here. So let me run through these princesses real quick because
Right,
we've
so.
got Samoa, Whirly, Georgia, Bezilla, and Nitro on the floor here.
Mm.
And let me see if I can squeeze in Samoa here. Samoa, South Pacific Ocean. The word tattoo is believed to have originated from Samoa, dating back centuries. The Samoan tattoo is regarded as the rite of passage for many Samoans. The male tattoo, known for as P, covers the body from waist to the knees and represents the journeys of ancestors from Asia to Polynesia.
Mm.
Maybe it's called. Kilikati is adapted form of cricket and the Samoa's national sport. The game is brought to the country by the English missionaries and seafarers of the 19th century, and features two teams of batters, bowlers, and fielders, but has different bats, balls, and scoring system, and bigger stumps. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know any bit of all that, but hey, sounds like fun.
yep.
Uh, no royals out and two princess queens out
Yeah.
right now. We
Got
got
less
1
than a
minute
minute.
left, so fast gas, people. That was Samoa. So let me see if I can breeze through. Can I get through Georgia, or are we going to watch it go
I don't
down?
know. You got 45 seconds. I
All
don't
right,
know.
we'll watch it go down. Let me talk about the rest of them.
Yeah.
Nitro over here at 888. That's the one with the cat on the back. That's pretty cool. Then you've got Bezilla, currently 959, which is nice and has a little foxy empowerment bee. And then, of course, the Whirly over here with the lady face and the captain hat. So that's pretty cool. And the Skittle Teeth bowler hat on the empowerment bee as well. 921 for that. 16 seconds left. So I hope you're using fast gas. And Ray, you're telling me that gas is bumping up these days?
Yeah, this today. It was gas was pumping a little bit, but yeah, the markets were a little bonkers, right? Over the weekend, you see stuff pumping and then people selling off and the whole gamut, man.
Boom.
All kinds of stuff.
Here we go. Auction in Samoa
Oh,
collects 3183. Very
right on.
nice. 921 for Whirly, 3355. I think that moved Georgia.
Oh,
Bezilla. Oh, somebody's calling to complain. Is that the customer hotline?
it's the customer.
959 for Bezilla and 998 for Nitro. I think that stayed the same. So I think Georgia and the two princesses squeaked up a little bit.
Yeah,
Very nice.
it is great. Great. Having a little action there. Monday got everybody going.
People paying attention. People paying attention. You got to like that. And of course, our burn has gone up to 1.2 million on the burn. The I think I have to refresh to see if I can get the new numbers.
Yeah.
Let's see. There it is. 1,072 on the Queen's tax vault, and we're getting awfully close. 5.939
That is.
on the bee honey.
That's
Very
impressive.
cool. Did you notice on Friday night? I don't know if anybody caught this, but I named it Ty's auction because it was Ty 239
Oh,
on Friday night. I dedicated the show to him.
there you go. That's nice. That's good. I like that. Very cool.
Just having some fun. Let me read off this other one. So it was Georgia, right? Because I did Samoa. Let's make Georgia proud here. At the intersection of Eastern Europe and Western Asia, the transcontinental country at the dividing line of the continents of Asia and Europe is bordered by four countries: by Russia in the north and the northeast, by Azerbaijan in the east and southeast, and Armenia and Turkey in the southwest. It is also bounded by the Black Sea to the west. Georgians don't call their country by its English name. Locals refer to it as Skatarvelo,
Yes.
translated as the place where Kartavela's Georgians are living. The visa rules for tourists and visitors to Georgia are said to be the most generous in the world. Citizens of 98 countries may enter Georgia without a visa for 1 full year, and they are allowed to enter, live, work, and study with no need to get either a work visa or residence permit.
Yes.
How about that?
That is. It's something.
We have to go check that out. So we've got the one Royal of Georgia is already out, and one Princess Queen. So we have two more Princess Queens on the block or coming up
Right.
in the future. So there you have it. Let's just do this previous so we could just look at those numbers, make sure they're official. 3188, 921, 3355, 959, and 988. There you go.
There you go.
Congratulations, everybody.
It is. Nice disbursement. There you go. Got some folks. Hello, hello. Yes, it was a great weekend. Great start. Thank you. Thank you. It's Mondays. Happy Monday. Ariel. Yes. Good to see you, sir. Sup, Jason. How's it going? We did have a good weekend.
Oh,
and Vietnam and Fiji. Yes. Completed. That's what she was saying. 239. There you go.
Yep.
Happy Tuesday. Oh, Steve. Actually, I'm gonna read. You texted me, so I'm gonna read. You had a text. I'll answer it right here. You know what I'm saying? So after we get done, I'm gonna just go through here. 1.2. Oh, there's Vince. How's it going, Vince? What's that? Is that 1.2 million for the
The
princess?
professor.
Yes. Is that what he's saying?
1.2 in the burn.
Oh, for the burn. That's huge. That is ridiculous, man.
That's what I'm going for. The burn. It's the closest thing to 1.2.
Yeah, so hyped about the community. That's right, man. All good. Night Owl. Hello. How are you? Floor. Good evening. And yeah, love the Monday. That's right. It's good days. Good days there, Vince. And hello, KP Queen. That's right. But let me get it too. While I'm going to do it, like I said, I might as well answer because I was on the spaces, like I told you, with the Geezers. They had a
nice
200 episode, celebration.
200 episodes.
200 episodes on Spaces, man. So that's cool. That's good that they do that kind of stuff, man.
I think that's longer than Frasier was on TV at 200 episodes or something like that.
That's right. Let me see here. Listen to JC. Did you hear we should be basketball? I haven't heard anything with that, Steve. If I misstated something, I was talking about the soccer bees. So if I said basketball bees, it was an accident. But who knows? We've heard things like that about the basketball bees. But yes, I was just talking about how the our NFT project, the bees, is a DeFi, and how we're using them in so many different ways, right? Our bees are already yielding bee honey. And then, we had some other one-off where another company with Trade Wars, right? They were doing another one-off thing with the soccer, the World Cup. And that same bee, even though it's getting bee honey, you're also using it to stake and play in a soccer game, right? And then, that's also now yielding Ethereum. So very cool.
And the blue team won.
And the blue team won.
Go blue.
Yes,
they did.
They did not win. It's not.
They got 0.52% of the voting score.
Right, even it doesn't even matter. You don't even know.
Now it doesn't matter. It mattered right up until Red lost. Then it didn't matter anymore, huh?
It doesn't matter. That's right. Yep. But yeah, hopefully that answered it, Steve. But if I did say basketball, I was meaning the soccer. But keep an eye out. I know that we know March Madness is coming up. That is another trait that you see on the bees. Not sure, like I said, if that is going to be integrated with Trade Wars and doing anything like that. But I was meaning soccer bees and World Cup bees. It had them apexes too. They were included.
We skipped right over the football. You got a team in the game?
Football.
Football. The Super Bowl. No, didn't care. Don't matter. I don't know if you've heard about this, but New York is a little upset because the Empire State Building was lit up in green for the
Eagles?
For the Eagles. And so all of New York was upset. Even the New York sanitation said this is ridiculous. Yeah. We take out the trash around here. We shouldn't have the Eagles on the Empire State Building.
That's crazy. New York and Philadelphia. That's not something that goes together, man.
No, it was that was tough because the Eagles took them out. But that was causing a little bit of trouble. I was thinking about it. I don't mind a nod to the Super Bowl champion, but when you get the division champions and all that kind of stuff, you don't put it on the Empire.
Look, there's two of them. You got two. Go Birds, go Birds. There you go. There's two of them.
Good luck. That's okay.
My whole family's from
Philly.
Keep
it off the Empire State Building.
My whole family's from Philly, so they were all cheering, same thing, all Eagle stuff. But
get your own Empire State Building.
That's right, get your own. But hey, congratulations! It'll be them and the Kansas City Chiefs, right? There you go.
That's right.
Good stuff. But yeah, I mean, I kind of watch football, not much.
Right.
More college. I'm a college guy.
Yeah.
So, But do you have any news, or you want me to jump into it, or
No,
did
I
you?
got nothing. I wanted to hear all about your weekend and what you got going. What'd you
Right
find
on.
out?
Well, it's just kind of more about what we're doing. Not even
Hmm.
just us. It's like this whole space, right? How important. You say this kind of stuff, but it is very important what we're doing over here. I mean, again,
Oh, absolutely.
a lot a lot of people you throw. Let me share my screen, but we throw the word trust or trustless, and we always in crypto. We kind of reverse use vocabulary over here, right? Hodling and hodlers, and you just got all kinds of weird lingo over here. And what most people, especially the people that don't understand when we say trustless, um, you know, a lot of times too, when you hear directionless, people think without direction, right?
Hmm.
Trustless is without trust, right? No, it's not. It's not what it's talking about. It just means that there's a technology where there is no intermediary, and you're able to just kind of use this technology without having to put any kind of faith in the person. And that's down here. This is not an absence of trust. It is an environment in which trust is not needed,
Right.
right? It's not. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because the whole I'm going to jump into this thing. It's called the Edelman's Trust Barometer, and they just put out a report. And it's sad actually because there is so much in this world where trust has really, really taken a big hit, man.
Yeah.
You're talking about institutions, you're talking about governments, you're talking about countries. There is a real serious lack of trust, and that's again why what we're doing over here is so so important. You
Hmm.
know, that's why when we talk about this global change in the world and doing this global movement, and when we say it's a movement or a social experiment, there we have to do this, or you're going to see a big breakdown, right? And I'm being serious. I mean, the polarization is most sincere when deep divisions become entrenched. And if you look at this up here, this one that goes vertical, right,
Hmm.
is divided, and it's talking about your country. Your country is very extremely divided, or down this one that's going horizontal here is entrenched. And this one's talking about, and I do not feel these divisions can be overcome. So extreme, and then down here, and this is obviously this graph is just talking about less polarized, moderately severe. Where do you think we are on here, Tim, as the United States? Where do you think? Because again, this is a trust barometer. They did a whole report. I'm not going to go
Are,
through
are we
71 pages.
talking about crypto wise?
Yeah, just like people, every institutional fundamental things about this country, whether it's finance, whether it's companies, just
Oh well,
the
we're in a different quadrant.
no,
This is this is it. What you're seeing is the upper right quadrant. We're probably in the lower left quadrant, so
right,
completely off the scale,
right.
divided.
Well, I'm going to scroll down, and you'll see it. It has countries all up in here. But this country, it's severely. And look, I was surprised. Argentina is the one that you were just talking about, is way off the charts up here,
Yeah.
right? You got Colombia, U.S., South Africa, Spain, and Sweden, and then you got this one that's in danger of severe: Brazil, France, Mexico, South Korea, UK, Japan, Netherlands, Germany, Italy. This is all really the West, man, right? What you hear. But that's what I'm saying is why again why we really need to take everything that's going on here serious, right? Because
Yeah.
this can be fixed, right? And we need to stop. Just kind of the media is is, and I'm not trying to get it all political, but they really make us divided. And if anybody's ever seen history or seen or just remember history about what's happened in other countries or even in its own country, right? The depression and all of these crashes in the stock market. A lot of the times it's this information, disinformation, and this stuff getting out, so people can take advantage of others where they get this big fear, right? And they start doing irrational things, and they do they just don't do educated decisions, right? There's not
Right.
educated decisions in it. But this is just talking about the weak social fabric and unfairness, right? Distrust in government, lack of shared identity. Again, you see this with a lot of race stuff, right? And I'm
Hmm.
just being, like I said, I'm straight up, because what I'm going to go into is the reason why tokenization is so important, and because this goes right into it, man. This can solve a lot of things, just even to where people think about the elite and the rich getting richer compared to middle class, and then the poor. This tokenization of the world can really solve a lot of these type of problems, man. And that's kind of why I just want to go through this. I'm only going to go through a couple more slides of this, but of this Edelman Trust Barometer. That's what I'm saying up here. So that's what everybody's feeling. Economic pessimism. I for truthfully, I felt this like back in 2018. I really did. Even earlier than that, it was way back in 2009, 2007. Just looking at our how much we owe in
Right.
Debt, the debt of the country. But after getting into space, and I told you things about me getting into and starting to understand artificial intelligence, AI, a lot of the technology stuff that's spinning up. There's you could see a path now, right? So I really don't have this pessimism anymore, right? I mean, I know it's still hairy, right? It could still go the wayside, right? But still, there is some room for optimism now. Fears with society. I mean, heck, again, all they do is pit us against each other, and stuff like that. But it just went past that. Studies, Republicans, where they're much more distrustful than Democrats. So that's something that we should look into, right? See why maybe Democrats and Republicans are so polarized with that, where we can maybe come together in there. But definitely don't trust the government, the trust the media, and we'll be better off in 5 years. A big difference, a disparity between the two parties. You all right there?
Yeah, sorry. Mike got jammed up.
That's all good. But
carry on.
Anyways, just saying, divisive forces, there's a big difference in, what people believe in, different things right here. The unifying force and dividing force, rich and powerful, big, huge difference. Hostile foreign governments, again, huge difference. Government leaders, journalists, business leaders, NGO leaders, where you're starting to get, at least there is a little more trust, and teachers. That's cool. That's good, right? But the business leaders are, even though everybody kind of down with the CEOs and the people who run business, but they are at least still have some semblance of people that do trust in what they're doing, what they're talking about. But again, this was the saddest thing right here that I saw when I was going through this report, is this ideology becomes an identity, right? Few people would help live or work with the other side. And this is something that I think every one of us need to work on, right? Seriously, helping them if they were in need. Only 30% of people would do that. Really ridiculous. Be willing to live in the same neighborhood. Come on, man. I mean, I hope people know that it's happening right now. You just don't know it, right? So finally, you find out their point of view, and now you don't want to live in the same neighborhood. And then as a coworker, right? There's just so much where, I mean, these aren't horrible, but still 20%. It's just sad. So my point again is talking about where this rise of tokenization and what's going on here is so important, and why we all need to work as hard as we can towards this goal, right? This isn't all about, and of course we're going to financially gain, but there's so much more to this than just actually obviously get rich, right? Win Lambo, because I think this is our one shot to fix all of that garbage that we were just talking about. It's a big deal, and I hate to see that kind of stuff. But I know you've looked into it, especially for real estate, Tim. But I just want to talk about with tokenization. It does have the ability to revolutionize. I mean, you hear that, that's kind of a buzzword, but the financial landscape, and changing how investments are managed, used, and monetized. The process of tokenization facilitates the creation of a multitude of new financial products, allowing every person and organization in the world to diversify portfolio investments on a global scale, regardless of income or size. Another good thing is what we were just talking about, that division. A lot of people wouldn't want to do that because you're going to go to some, some investment firm or somebody that they don't believe in. That's one way that people wouldn't want to do that because they don't even want to work with them. This tokenization is just a fractional. You can go buy it on Uniswap. You can go to Coinbase. You can do these
Right.
things without all that stuff. But this is just giving you an example of what this would look like for a person that's in Mongolia. So this is an example. This person's only making 400 a month, and she has no opportunity to be able to invest in Manhattan real estate, right?
Right.
Where prices are ridiculous. And this is talking about way back in 2010. So with traditional financial products, it would be extremely challenging for them to do this. It's and nearly impossible. However, with tokenization, fractionalization, the division of an asset class into portions that are smaller than the whole, it opens the door for Miss Gambold right here. It
Yeah.
does, and that's
Sure.
that. Go ahead. I mean, do you have something? I was just saying.
No, I'm agreeing wholeheartedly.
Okay, right on. But this tokenization of assets involves the process of digitally representing real physical assets. And it's on distributed ledgers. And again, that trustless system, right? Of course, you have to do your own research on what the blockchain they're using. You'll have to do your own research on what the smart contracts and if they've been audited and all of this stuff is still in that, right? But when you start, seeing, right, this maybe something like, obviously Ethereum and Bitcoin are ones that everyone knows, and that's not what they're doing, right? They're doing things like obviously Bitcoin's been around for a lot, for just a store of value, and ETH is digital real estate, kind of similar. But that's what you're going to start looking at and seeing in this tokenized world. And I think, again, we're probably 7 to maybe 10 years of really seeing this come to life. But again, we get to be on the forefront and these pioneers of talking about it and being the voice of this and continuing to talk about decentralization and not that centralization. But real quick, going back to Ms. Gambold, she could invest in an apartment via tokenization. The owner of a studio apartment on 79th Street and Lexington knows the market value is $850,000 for a apartment or something, right? The owner tokenizes this apartment at the value of 900,000 into 90,000 tokens, right? This is just an apartment, and
Right.
they tokenized it, right? So each a token is 0.1% of the apartment's value. So, 10 years, or when the market is valued at least 50% higher, whichever comes first, the token would be 10 US dollars, right, for investing in that. That is within her reach now, right?
Right.
You can see where this this helps. You're talking about the globalization and everybody being able to take part in this new financial system. That's the big deal. That's the awesome thing with tokenization and why it matters. And the other thing is this. That's only that's the big idea with the real estate. Everybody looks at that one because that's like $200 trillion, even more probably,
Right.
Tim, right? Of assets that you could tokenize. But there's all kinds of things: cars, patents, copyrights. Here's real estate again: art, cars, again, wine, ETFs, private debt, private equity, funds, shares, options, and here's equities and bonds. All of this can be tokenized into fractional pieces that people can afford, right? The big thing that you want to look at the benefits of all this is the accessibility / liquidity, right? Tokenization allows fractionalization, right? Think of that. Where what do you do in real estate, Tim? I mean, if I want to be able to have and use that money, I got to sell the whole house or sell the whole condo, right?
Right.
How awesome is it would be if you were able to take just 90% of the tokens that you had, and now you could pull out $22,000 of something that you had in real estate. That's awesome, man. That's liquidity. That's accessibility.
Right.
That takes this whole world, right, and fractionalize it and allows you to be able to be liquid. Where you see that with a lot of investors with real estate.
So
I mean,
Ray,
even now, right?
Ray, you were asking how much real estate got traded. 326 trillion in 2020.
Mm. That's a big number, Tim.
That's a huge number.
Imagine if that was now liquid, right? And you could do that where, you
Right.
know,
But
now,
now you get into when you go into this, you're stepping on the
right,
banker's toes right
sure,
here. So that's it.
absolutely.
That is this
That's
is
the
going
big
to be the
hurdle.
tricky part. Yeah.
That is the tricky part. I mean, of course, they're not going to, this is this is a big idea, but as it continues to make, there's technology, there's safety, there's security, there's ease of access. There, all of this starts coming where there, you see, look at, and I love that Trading Places. You know, the movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan
I've heard of
Aykroyd.
it. Yeah.
You heard of it? Yeah,
Billy Ray.
it's kind of popular. Billy Ray, that's my man. That's right. But remember that on them when they were on the floor and they're trading papers and or
Yeah.
doing the orange and all that stuff. You don't even see that anymore on Wall Street, right? It's all computerized, right?
No, they still have the pit. It's in Chicago.
They do the pit, but I'm just saying, even all of they
But
have their own
yes.
bots, man. Most of that stuff is
Correct.
all computerized now, right?
Yes.
What a difference has all that. I mean, it's huge difference. Now think of this again as all these tools, all of this not even the internet and the computer makes it faster. Now you're on this blockchain that makes it efficient and transparent, and it keeps people's privacy. And even that's not there yet, right?
Right.
Because everybody can track stuff from Coinbase to whatever. But in general, just I mean, the world could be, really effectively and it changed in a big way. And that's all I'm talking about is, like I said, this was really, disheartening of seeing what all this is and where people are being really pitted against each other. And then I just was looking at all of this where you're talking about tokenization, where, it could get all of that other ridiculous, just where we have no trust in each other out of the
Hmm.
way. And then, hopefully, people will learn again to just work with each other and not make up all of these ridiculous reasons of to hate and to be against somebody when, you start having this where, it's more about hope, man. When people
Hmm.
start having hope and they are able to, earn a living and, obviously feed their kids and have a home, that makes a huge difference. But what you just said, what you say, 300 and some trillion for real,
326.
when you can unlock that and put all of that back into where you're able to kind of do it where you have that liquidity, that that really greases the skids of a whole new financial system, man.
Yes.
Right? It's kind of crazy, and that's like I said, it won't be an overnight revolution, right? But
Right.
it's something, and that's what this is talking about. They really think, obviously, by 2030, you're really going to start seeing a big impact of where this is a part of people's lives. The total value locked in average protocols was 50 billion in the second half of 20, and we know
Hmm.
that's a fraction of in 2021, right? That was, DeFi was just ramping up in 2020, and it was really humming along in 2021, and then we all took a crazy, ridiculous pullback because of all the the scammers and the criminals that had to be cleaned out. So that again, this is the ups and downs of this whole space. But just like when we saw it with the internet, you're seeing exactly the kind of the same look of what happened obviously in the .com bubble, what's happening here, and that just popped. And I think you'll see it ramp up again, especially with the tools. Another thing, and I'll talk about. I'm going to do a presentation on stuff with called. You ever heard of security tokens? You ever heard of that? And
Yeah.
yeah, but I want to do that on what's coming with this type of new token. Not really new. It's just a
Right.
token that has more than just utility. It's kind of like your identity, man. It's pretty cool.
Right.
So it just all of this is coming. It's neat to see, and this fractional ownership is really looking
It's going
really
to be
looking.
powerful. Very
It is.
powerful when it
Yep.
opens up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's really all I had. I didn't really have news. Like I said, I was just kind of just talking about with this. Like I said, this had me all like, man,
Yeah.
that sucks because it what stinks is they're doing it to us, man. And I hate that because people you really need to step back and look. We all used to get along pretty well back in the 90s.
Hmm.
And now how different things have changed. where every little thing is now pitted against each other and used to bludgeon over each other's heads.
Yeah.
And we really don't need to do that, man, because there's so much hope and things that we can kind of go and build and do things together instead of always trying to find these things that pit us against each other. But,
yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
It when it happens, it's going to unlock the world, and that's the beautiful thing.
Yep. Yep. But that's what all these like. Oops. Let me see. This was just giving you some more things of the assets that we're talking about. Commodities and metals. You got things like art and collectibles, IP. That's cool because China and what they've been doing with the intellectual property. Hopefully that can fix all that. Sports teams, the athletic contracts.
Yeah.
That's huge, man. That's something that we were talking with a couple times with different people, right?
How about college kids and their name, image, and likeness?
Yep, that's another good one, right? Yep, I like that. But we'll see how it goes. That's pretty much it I had for that. So cool.
Very good. Well, Jason was paying attention to you. Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis.
Feeling good, Lewis. That's right. That was
Exactly
a good movie,
right.
man. But it was. I didn't know that they really still. I mean, is it? That's all still like that, huh? I don't know if still they do. They're all down there fighting with the paper men.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Sure. Absolutely. What are they doing it for? For the action. For
the action. For the belly to belly, right?
Well, those guys, a lot of those guys are in there doing it for themselves. I mean, that's how they make their living. It's not like every order that comes in, has to go to the floor.
Right.
But these guys, that's where the market is. A lot of it, goes company to company, like you said, digitally. But the trading itself still goes on like that.
Yep.
Yes, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange.
There you go. All right, right on, man.
Yes, the orange market.
Oh yeah, it was pork bellies and
Well, the Billy Ray set the price.
That's right.
Because everybody wants to go out and get the GI Joe with the Kung Fu grip.
That's right. All over $1 bet, Mortimer. That was a great movie, man.
Oh yeah, that was a different bet altogether. Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
For $1.
To $1.
Yeah. All right. Well, tomorrow night we'll be back. We'll have some more news, more crypto news, more auction news, and of course poker night. Tuesday night we'll have another poker night, and we'll have some fun. We'll have a go at it.
That's right. It's gonna be fun. Is FOMO? Is he gonna be doing any more training?
Oh yeah, he'll be here. I don't know if it'll be Tuesday or Thursday, but one of these nights we'll ask him because he's he just had a big weekend in the restaurant with the football and everything like that. So maybe he'll recover and do it on Thursday.
Right.
But we'll double check with him. But then we'll have another Poker 101, so we can teach everybody how to play.
Right on.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, man.
All right, Ray. Very good. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate y'all.